Fine. So I know. Great. So I know it's going to be a little bit tiring session for today because we didn't take any break basically, right? So, but this is the last session of the today's as well the complete workshop basically, guys. Okay, so we have with us now Manas. So Manas is a mid PhD student basically. Okay, and she is working as a computational biologist, having a good experience in the field of genomics, and she is someone who works in the area of exome sequence data and all. And prior to that, she carries out training in the field of computational biology from Jawaharlal Nehru University. And other like keeping all these things aside, she's my colleague as well, by the way. Okay. So today we have Manas here, like who is going to give you a little bit perspective and the idea about like what do we mean by healthcare data science. So what are the different kind of the jobs and the tasks that these people, clinician, like healthcare data scientist people do in the industries, right? And after that, we'll see like what we can do basically, right? So over to you, Manas. Then thank you so much.
Okay. Hello guys. I hope you're having a good session. Alok puts in a lot of effort and take me whole organization. Wait, let me just share my screen. Alok, is the screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible, Manas. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Wait, presentation. Yeah. So, hi guys. I will not take much of your time. I will quickly talk about the aspect of AI in healthcare or healthcare data science. Okay. So basically, the whole idea behind AI, like involving AI for healthcare or involving AI in healthcare, is transforming patient care. Okay. So what happens is, I'll start with the case of India. uh, in India, as you know, there is a very shortage of uh, for every patient, there is shortage of doctors. Like for I'll give you the stats later, but essentially there is a disproportionate uh, amount of doctors and patients. Okay, so in this kind of situation, we can have some generated involvement of healthcare professionals. I guess a lot of it has been talked about with Neil, by Neil, because he gave a talk for generative AI in industry and academia. But okay, let's start. According to predictions made by some leading consultant agencies, they are saying that by 2026, the global AI in healthcare market is expected to reach $45 billion of investment. Okay, so in that way, what are the applications where where we can apply AI in healthcare or data science in healthcare is three verticals. One is diagnosis revolution, second is treatment transformation, and third is patient care enhancement. What I mean by diagnosis revolution is, uh, like AI can very easily understand if you train a AI model or like a solution. Uh, it can very easily identify patients' clinical records, patients' ECG reports, patients' MRI scans, and X-ray scans, and assist doctor in making clinical support system, where the doctor will have to come in just given the input in at the end of the diagnosis, and can help and get help from the AI in quick diagnosis. A lot of companies like Centogene and all in India uh, work in this vertical. Second, Second is treatment transformation. Treatment transformation, by treatment transformation, I mean there are so many companies and apps and devices that help in, your, like they can simulate uh, a lot of uh, treatment situation and then identify the best situation for a particular case. Suppose a patient who has diabetes but is also getting diagnosed or like has developed some condition of sepsis or septicemia. So what AI can do is it can come and like create a lot of situation where simulations where if you administer some therapeutic controls for sepsis, what will happen in the case of diabetes. In that way, then the clinician can identify the optimum condition for that particular scenario and help in developing a treatment plan for the patient. Other application and treatment transformation is there are apps that are like constant reminder for like this is now you should take this medicine, this should be a nutrient plan and stuff like that. Then there is patient care enhancement. Patient care enhancement, by care enhancement I mean like in hospitals and all, there could be robots assisting patients in identifying their wards, in identifying their in streamlining uh, medicine acquirement. And also patient care enhancement is also a lot of patient care enhancement applications are being seen in elderly care, where use of IoT and AI, Internet of Things and AI, we are using patient monitoring system for elderly patient to predict like fall or to predict their sleep patterns and stuff like that. So these are the major four verticals. Now let's talk about India and Indian healthcare and its challenges. Okay, so the major challenge that Indian healthcare system comes across is that it faces is the stark disparity in access, infrastructure, and quality of care. So, as you know, like Delhi, in AIMS in Delhi sees so many patients coming from nearby smaller districts to Delhi because, of course, they don't have as much access to healthcare in their area, or like access to infrastructure or the doctors. So these are the rough statistics, where India has roughly 8 doctors and 17 nurses per 17,000 people. This was the statistics I was trying to talk about earlier. So in like these disparity are a little too much to deal with policy changes or like increasing the number of just doctors, which is why Indian healthcare system is a very huge market for healthcare informatics, healthcare data science, or AI for healthcare. Okay, so many patients like here I was talking about the smaller districts around Delhi, but think about the people living in rural populations of India where they don't even have access to clean water, food, and so imagine the healthcare scenario in such remote areas and rural places. So in which is why uh, government of India is also pushing so much in AI for healthcare in startups in India also. Okay, in India, Kerala has the maximum like tops the health best performing state health wise, but which is understandable because there is also higher literacy rate. So providing healthcare is also associated to the literacy rate and so many other factors. Okay, there is this paper in that identifies the challenges in healthcare in India, and according to this paper, there are like 5 A's. Awareness. So in rural India, people are not even aware that okay, like okay, fever ho raha hai, so now should we go to doctor or just like pop some medicine. Uh, and when should we go to doctor? So awareness is not there. Access, like I said, access is there not there. Absence or the human power crisis, like I said, 8 doctors and 17 nurses per 1,000 people. So I don't think I need to highlight this again. Then affordability and accountability. Okay, by affordability I mean so many healthcare interventions are expensive, and then when people are not even having access to clean water and education, how will they afford the higher and like sophisticated healthcare interventions? So in that way, India is like a budding market for all the AI for healthcare, which is why there's so much job and startups happening in India for healthcare, and like big job market. Okay, so now let's talk about what AI can do in healthcare. Uh, so, for health in AI, in healthcare, AI can do diagnostic accuracy, like I said. It can basically it can analyze a lot of data if a model is trained well without making like human error that can happen, or like miscommunication, misdiagnosis that can happen because of a lot of patients, that can be reduced by application of AI. Then improving of efficiency. So if suppose a doctor has to go through 10 patient profile, the doctor will take time. However, when if there is AI, like there is a channel or AI moderator in between, it can help doctor in like increasing efficiency and providing quicker treatment initiation. Okay, so there are these companies, ADOC and Zebra Medical Vision, which are working in this field. Then there is real time surveillance. Okay, so what happens, there are so many cases, like I was saying, sepsis and other diseases, where you need to monitor patient constantly. Nurse comes and like take their vitals, their clinical record constantly. What can happen is, in like smaller hospitals, suppose in bigger hospitals nurses are trained very well, so okay, they will not make mistakes. But in smaller hospitals, in smaller cities where the training is not available as much, they can make error in doing real time surveillance, or maybe miss, or like maybe there are not even nurses to do that. For that, we can use AI to constantly monitor patient in real time. Okay, and identify crisis if the patient is going to crash, if the patient needs instant intervention and all that in real time. Companies like Blue Dot and Health Map are working in this area. Then there is assistive surgery. This is the most talked about thing. I am sure you guys also know. Robots, AI driven surgical robots are being heavily employed nowadays. Apollo also, like Apollo chains of hospitals have robots for helping in cataract operations and stuff. Okay, there is a Da Vinci surgical system which provides also robotic assisted surgery. And then of course drug discovery. Everyone knows, because of the latest Nobel Prize, how much AI for healthcare and in the drug discovery is being talked about. AlphaFold discover, like, scientists won Nobel Prize this year. So drug discovery can, so what AI can help, how AI can help in drug discovery, it can help in simulating lot of protein interaction, ligand interaction, and uh, in like different clinical states. By clinical states I mean different diseases, and then help in like shorting our list of targets that we can make drugs for. But now comes the challenges, what AI can't do. Why is it so difficult to integrate AI in healthcare is, so doctors are like between the delivery of healthcare and patients, doctor are like the human intervention, human channel. They can talk to humans. They need to like if a robot will come and tell you, okay, so you have diabetes, just like that, you would want to hear it in human voice with some empathy and stuff, and like the treatment plan and stuff. So of course AI can never replace the human empathy and human interaction that doctors and clinicians and healthcare providers very generously provide. Okay, but then it can also not uh, replace human expertise. So doctors have like years of training in identifying rare cases, in identifying outlier cases, what is happening, what is their history and stuff, which is cannot be done by AI, because AI works on data. Okay, whatever data is available, it will learn from that and will give you the result based on that. So complex medical decision and like nuanced patient care and like rare patient care, that cannot happen without human judgment. Okay, and then there is ethical and privacy concerns. So many companies can, like, there is they can leak data, or like uh, maybe some patients don't know that their data is being recorded, and then they didn't sign up for it, but then their health records are being used to train data. So sorry, models or solutions, like Neil said. So there is ethical and privacy concerns also. And then the specialized training that professionals go through, that needs to be still adopted in AI models. Okay, now so So like AI for healthcare is happening since like last 3, 4, 5 years. Practo has been functional, I don't know since when, I think 2017. But what are the coming up emerging trends that are being noticed is, first of all, is integration of IoT devices with AI systems. Okay, like Internet of Things. There are so many smart wearables, smart watches. People are monitoring their sleep. Apple Watch. People are monitoring their rhythm, heart rhythm. So many things are now like monitorable uh, through smart wearables and stuff. There is Aura Ring that monitors your REM and sleep, which you wear in your this ring finger or whatever. Yeah, and then there is remote monitoring systems. Remote monitoring systems are being used by hospitals. By remote monitoring system, I just don't mean the for patient care. By remote monitoring system, I also mean, because for ideal patient care, you need to have a functional hospital, right? A lot of times, especially in government hospitals, what happens is people are unable to monitor their stock supplies, their medicine supplies, the blood, like the amount, the availability of different types of blood groups in their blood banks, or like plasma, everything. So a lot of hospitals like Delhi Mohalla Clinic, I know, was in some time ago working in acquiring these remote monitoring system, which can help in management of hospitals apart from the clinical decision support systems. Okay, and then there is smart hospital infrastructure, same thing. Then patient care robots for, like, delivery of medication and supplies, for disinfecting the surgical appliances. There are disinfection robots that can help in such things. Then there are assistance robots and patients with mobility. This is a very big industry. Max right now is working in, like, uh, this is very big industry for elderly healthcare. So Max is working right now in elderly healthcare, where they are using robots to help elder patients with mobility, and like also providing in assisting and like monitoring their health system. Then, yeah, so these are the upcoming, like, trends for AI, rare disease and diagnostic treatment. So hello, Alok.
Yes, yes, you're audible, Manas. Continue.
Yeah, no, I was just saying ki, how much time? Okay, never mind. Let me
We can
know
take
when
five
I
more
am
minutes. We can take 5 more minutes
okay.
if you're fine.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, so emerging trends that we are seeing right now is virtual. I think I have talked all about this: virtual nursing detection, then fraud detection. Because a lot of companies can come for you. Okay, I will provide you AI assisted healthcare, or AI assisted insurance, health insurance, channel. But they can be fraud. So it also, like, just by the emergence of AI, we have AI associated fraud detection companies also. Okay, then cybersecurity, like I said, I don't know if you guys know, but last to last year, AIMS servers got hacked, and a lot of data got, misplaced and stuff. So there are, like, also cybersecurity. Then gene editing, I'm sure you guys already know about it. AI assisted robot surgery, personalized healthcare plan, cancer research. A lot of is happening in cancer research, and like neurodegenerative research is also being used, like AI is being used in these fields. By dosage error reduction, I mean the thing that I just talked about a few minutes ago, where AI can help in predicting drug interaction by creating simulations, and, like, can help in predicting what amount of dosage will this patient need by going through their patient record, like clinical data and stuff. Then medical diagnosis, drug development, I have already talked about. Rare diseases and diagnostic treatment. So rare diseases are, I work in rare diseases. Rare diseases are very, how do I put it? Like a very outlier cases, in the sense there is no data also for rare diseases. As the name suggests, they are rare, right? But a lot of institutes, like there's Broad Institute, which developed GATK pipeline. are also working in integrating AI in simulating data, which can be used in understanding rare diseases further, in like simulating rare patients with rare diseases, so that AI can use and understand what is happening, what went wrong with rare diseases. Okay, so these are the upcoming emerging trends that we are able to see for the coming industry. Uh, Anyway, yeah. And then these are some examples of the companies that are already working in different verticals of AI for healthcare. Now, some challenges that we are able to see in applying AI in healthcare is, like I talked about. First is, you cannot replace human interaction, human intelligence. It's artificial after all in healthcare, right? Then there are also data limitations. So India very recently, because of the Ayushman Bharat health mission. After that, India has now, like, so many people even don't know that they have a universal health ID. Does anyone of you know that everyone who got vaccinated, they have a universal health ID, right? So there is no like electronic health record system in India. Very recently, they have incorporated SNOMED protocol in Indian healthcare. So there is like inadequate data. Some people will write like if you go, some people will write in your diagnosis, okay, diabetes. Some will write, okay, diabetes mellitus. Some will write diabetes type 2. So type 1. So, like, there is inadequacies around data. Then obviously rare diseases I have already talked about. There are data not available for rare diseases, okay, and that can affect model performance. And also with rare diseases, what will happen is there are different level of inheritance, so, like with rare diseases. So like it's very, like, the data is very sparse. Then again, I have already talked about regulatory and ethical concerns. I have like, people are not uh, sure that will their data get leaked, what will happen with their data. Then there is integration issue with merging AI tools in already existing healthcare systems. And then it's very computationally expensive process. And when something is computationally expensive, it's also expensive in real world. Okay, so that is another problem that is happening, but it's constantly a work in progress. So yeah, yeah, this I have already talked about. And yeah, I think I will open the floor for questions. We have come to the end of the talk.
Great. So thanks, Manas. So okay then,
I hope
thank you.
things
Thanks,
make
Manas.
sense.
So now we are open to
Yeah.
questions. So feel free to have any questions if you have any, guys. Hello. Hi guys, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Anji, hi Ria. Do you have any question?
No, no, sir.
So, okay. So you're making your presence that I'm here. Great. Okay.
Also, one question that I would like to answer from last session, that you were asking question, Alok, that if suppose
How
there
to
is a
normalize?
student. No, yeah, if there is a student from Harvard and there are you from some Indian, whatever university,
Hmm.
and what I'm trying to say is, this field, this whole like data science field is very practical. The whole community is very like, whatever you are able to show,
Hmm.
whatever thing that you are talking in your resume, if you are able to show it, it's just that. No, I don't think like the degree from Harvard any matters anymore. Of course, it matters because it's Harvard, of course. But the good thing about data science field in general, industry in general, is that they're very open.
Right. You're on mute. You got muted, Manas. You got muted. Hello. You got muted. Hi, Manas. You're on mute.
You saying?
Now you're audible. Yes, now
Yeah.
you're audible.
Yeah. What were you saying? This
No, I
only.
was saying that you are on mute. Yes.
That's okay, okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Ki there is no need to like, like at least I think it's already normalized the bias for the institute. There is some bias when it
Right.
compete with Harvard, but you can wait. Diligence is what matters in this field.
Absolutely, absolutely. That I completely agree. ये तो है.
Yeah. Also, guys, there is okay. I mean, yeah.
Okay, great. Then thanks. So if any of you have any question, guys, you can ask. Otherwise, like as usual, we can like thank you so much, guys, for joining this complete workshop. It was really great having you all here, and hope you have learned something. Okay, I will try to like share a feedback form. Please try to fill that. Please fill that. Okay, it help us to like come up with good ideas and evaluate ourselves. Okay. So I would request all of you then guys like please switch on your camera so that for the last day we can have a group photo and then we can end the session. If you have any question, you can. Otherwise, we can then end the session. Thank you so much. Guys, please unmute you. Like please come on camera basically. Please. Okay. And today I've like found one new setting in this. Hi guys, are you switching your cameras? Hello. कोई है भी यहाँ पे या नहीं है? Let me stop the recording.